Alright, let's have a look.
Hell yeah, dude.
Let's see what we got. Ash Janna into Morgana Ez. TP on Ez. You have heal. Yeah, you shouldn't lose this lane. I mean, like, Ez was just playing the farm with TP, right? So
Yeah.
he's just literally just going to sit under his tower and then expend all his mana and then back and then TP back in. And, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we go kind of even. Grabbing my notebook.
Right. Guarding, pretty standard. This is a bit risky of a place to stand, I'm not gonna lie, considering the fact that we're on our own and we're against a morgue.
Yeah, but that's the whole reason I'm standing there. Like you can see from where I was standing, like a dragon pit, you can see if they walk into the
That is true,
middle
actually.
bush.
You can see both angles, yeah. Right,
I was
Jarvan.
like, doubt they have vision with the ward over the wall, so
So what you could do is, considering Jarvan's doing a top start, right, is you could basically say to J4, we want a level 3 gank bot and tell Astronaut to push, and we could get like a good gank off. Wait, is you starting top as well? Looks like it, actually. Yeah, you might be starting Wolves. What?
I was so confused. Like I saw both laners, top and bot, top and mid bot,
What?
in
Okay.
their lane, top and bot. Sorry, in their lane right off the bat, right? So I was like, what the hell? Where did they start?
Mm.
It was
Yeah,
the same for us actually, because Aurelia was also in rain
that
in
is
lane.
really, really weird. Like, yeah, usually, usually, like, Yi at least would start red, but him starting Wolves without a leash is very, very odd. I don't know why he's doing that, but that's, yeah. So they're probably going to both do, he's probably going to do a full clear top blue, and J4's probably going to do a full clear red, and then rotate down to the bot side, so you're going to have to push for scuttle control. But,
Yeah. Do you think this patch the Crocs got more XP and Red Buff also got more XP? Do you think that full clear reds are going to be more common?
probably the case, yeah, considering
Hmm.
that.
All right.
But basically, all you got to do in this lane is play around Morgana's bind. Whenever she misses a bind, you can play aggressive as hell, and also you can just play aggressive when if you just stand in the minions as well. Wait, we lose this push. I'm just gonna have a look back how we lost this push. Since I was talking about the junglers in the beginning.
I do auto attack second wave, but at some point
Yeah,
I was already.
you should be autoing way more on this, right? Because the way they're
Yeah.
way out pushing you. They're a whole minion ahead, and it looks like Ash isn't investing enough autos on the wave. So we should be throwing some autos in here, right? To try and level it out so it keeps in the center. We don't want to outpush them too hard, but we want to kind of keep it in the center. It's getting pushed all the way to us right now.
Yeah, this is where I noticed, but then I was like, well, I can't really walk up right now, so I'll just do it as soon as the minions crash, right?
I mean, they haven't managed the wave well, because if they managed the wave well, they wouldn't have had it in this situation, right? Because
Yeah.
the wave is now positioned by your tower, which means they can't really abuse the level 2 spike. They should have, what they should have done is they should have outpushed you, but tried to keep it in the center. But what they've done is they've pushed you so hard that it ended up pushing you to your tower, and now they can't abuse the level 2, but you don't get level 2 advantage either. So we should have at least tried to outpush them and tried to get level 2 first, and tried to keep it in the center when they didn't. So, and then we could have been... Although the Janna level 2 spike isn't very good. Like, you can't really do anything with it. Your NATO doesn't really work well on the level 2. Oh, this is very risky by you. Oh, okay. That was very risky. I wouldn't trade into them as soon as they turn level 2 like that. Yeah, this is very, very risky. Yeah, this is like insanely risky. Like, what if you just queues here, right? They're like so doomed.
Mm.
So you've always got to be watching the minions and seeing how low HP they are to see how much time you've got until they get level 2. Because as soon as they get level 2, you need to instantly back up under the tower, right? And play safe. Or else, if they land this bind, you're probably going to burn a summoner or die, so... And Ash trading into this, I think, is a cause of the fact that we played aggressive on them, right? So we shouldn't have played aggressive. We should have just pinged her back and she get both of us under the tower so we're safe from this level 2. And now she's also trading into like 3 minions on top of the fact that they're on top of them as well, on top of the 3 minions, sorry. So
Yeah.
yeah, we should definitely not play aggro there. That was a good W though. Yep, you can do that from the wave since Morgana can't snare. Can't really do anything here because Ash is just so low at this point. But if we didn't play aggressive when they had level 2 and we didn't, we probably would have been in a good spot. But okay, now as predicted, Yi is heading for Crab, right? And we don't have Prio, so that was also why it's important to push, so we can actually rotate to this and secure Crab for J4, or secure his jungle as well, because he might even invade his jungle here, and we won't be able to rotate because they push in a wave, right?
Well, could you go on red vision, because I don't think we had even seen him yet.
Oh yeah. It doesn't matter if you don't see him, because if we knew he started top side, right? Then
No, we didn't. We didn't know that.
Oh, that is true. Actually, that is true.
Saw all laners.
Nobody leashed, so you wouldn't know where he starts. That is actually very, very yeah. That's actually It's gonna be tough then. But you should still aim for Prio since you don't know where he is, right? Because J4 is going to be rotating box. We know where he starts, right? So if he ends up here and Yi ends up here, then we will need Prio, you know. But now we don't have Prio, so it's going to be kind of awkward. You can maybe rotate, but Ash won't be able to right now. Yeah, like we can't really do anything because else we'll miss XP and gold from the waves, so. Luckily nothing happened of it. Like nothing even occurred of it. What was that flash by Ezreal there? What the hell? That was kind of awkward.
Wait, it was a flash?
I think he flashed it. Look, see,
Yeah.
he flash queued in front of the Ash and hit a minion. I mean, yeah, I don't know what that was. Okay, well, I'm not going to question it. Ash shouldn't back right. Actually, I guess she can back because Ezreal has TP anyways. So regardless of how low or if Ezreal wants to back, he can always hold pressure. That's the other bonus of having TP, because you can just back and TP back onto your lane, and then you lose no pressure from it, so you can continue pushing. So I guess Ash will have to base actually. This is why it's also so bad to lose lane or to like lose fights into a TP lane, because the fact that they can always hold pressure because of their TP. So they'll get a huge minion advantage on you from the TP.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got 28 CS, and she's got 13 because he pushed in a wave. He didn't even decide to TP back, but because I think it's because if he TP back more based, so he'd be on 2v1 in lane, so he wouldn't be able to do anything anyways. So I think this was quite smart that he didn't TP back. Yeah, you can W the Ezreal here maybe, but you got to be careful. You don't want to get Q'd by the Morg. Yeah, so like right now we should be standing up like right here, right, and Wing the Ezreal and pressuring him on CS. You can play more aggressive than this. You don't have to be behind your casters. You can literally just stand in between these minions and you'd be safe from a Morg bind, right? And then you could just W him in. Yeah, we need to play like way more aggressive. Also on top of the fact that Ezreal can't trade with us through minions as well, so because he can only really throw an auto back, and our W does way more damage than one of his auto attacks, especially if we shield ourselves as well. So like right now we could walk up here, right? Like we could literally just stand behind where Ash is standing. Like you're completely safe to walk there.
Bind's also down.
We should go ward now, right? Yeah, we do go ward. Cool. What's Ezreal got so far? He's probably got.
Reason I don't woke up is because maybe I'm not really used to that, but I feel like I'm just super squishy
Oh yeah,
in
you
general.
are. Yeah, but that's why you have to like play to the enemy's win conditions, right? So you only trade with them either if you got minions in front of you or those certain spells are on cooldown, right? So okay, they're gonna
Yeah.
get a Drake here. There's not much you can really do about it. We shouldn't rotate to this because we're completely outnumbered. And they have a bigger wave, so they're gonna crash this wave into our tower soon. Yeah. It's fine to give up that drag. No more Garner bind. Also, the other thing we should be doing with Janna, I think you started doing it here though, but we should have done it way earlier.
Spamming natives.
Spamming nados, right? You can literally spam them off cooldown because if you look at the mana cost of a nado, it's like 60 mana, right? Yeah, 60 mana. So that's actually like when you got mana in excess. So if you have, above 300, 200 mana, you can be literally just be spamming nados at them for poke and pressure. And what will end up happening sometimes is because they'll see a nado charging up, they won't get a last hit because the fact they think that nado is going to hit them, which wouldn't be worth for them, right? So they sometimes lose minions from it, and also you can get engages off. So let's say you land a good nado off, then you end up Ash can follow up with a volley, and you get free poke.
Hmm.
But you only ever want to do it when you've got mana in excess. You never want to spam it until you're completely Just want to look at what happened there again. Yeah, this was a good trade. He can't really trade back into you because of the tower, so.
I don't base, but
I don't know what we're trying to do here. We got 800G. I mean, if anything, we should have matched our base from when the Ash base, right? Because then we would have been in lane at the same time with her. Yeah, we would have lost some XP, but it doesn't really matter too much to us. If we can, and then we would have had to be on the same items as Ash right now. But because we didn't match our base with hers, it's kind of awkward. And we couldn't really defend the tower as it is on our own anyways. So if they continue pushing, it's kind of meh. So you should always try to match your bases with your ADC.
um,
They got Prio.
I knew this was a bad idea, so I just.
Yeah, you should just back out here. You shouldn't fight this because Ash can't rotate right now. Yeah. I mean, if anything, because this fight's so doomed right now, because they have the number advantage, because they have Prio and bot, right? They have Prio and bot and mid. So the best thing to do would just to be a hard shove bot with your ADC, right? Because then potentially, if you hard shove the wave under the tower, Ezreal you loses farm from attending this fight. So you can maybe like charge up a nado by the way, be helping Ash push instead of like going there and losing a ton of HP, right? I think Ash had to leave it in a bad state as well. Okay, no, it's not actually that bad. It's not actually a freeze on their side, I don't think. They could freeze it potentially, but
They're not.
no, they're not. They're pushing it out. Actually, they've created a freeze for you actually now, which is really really bad of them. I think. Yeah, they've created a freeze for you, so they've actually inted themselves kind of hard here. Actually, Ezreal has TP, so I guess he could TP on the freeze, but it'd be kind of risky because he doesn't have Morg. Yeah, Ash should just freeze this for a bit and make them lose this entire wave for that.
Yeah, but they don't. Nobody does.
Mhm.
They all just.
Yeah, they
push.
all just push
They
and
just
clear the
push,
wave.
push, push, push.
Also, J falls at the opposite side of the map, so freezing will be really really good right now.
Yeah, but if she isn't gonna freeze, I might as well help pushing it.
True, true.
I did notice, like, should freeze.
Okay.
Alright, so we're both 6, which is why I go in. And
I mean,
Ezreal isn't.
you shouldn't like still like go so ham, right? You're still squishy as Janna, right? And you can't rely on the Astro ultimate unless you like kind of spam ping her ultimate right now, which is what I would probably do. Oh, you did? Okay. Let's have a look.
Well, in a bit, I think, right after the bind.
Yeah, like what I would have done is I would have approached through the minion wave, right? Not like from this angle, so you can't get binded. And then, because you still don't want to give them their win conditions when you're trying to initiate a fight, right? Because it just makes the fight like a bit worse. You might still win the fight because the fact you have the level 6 advantage, but it's better to play the fight as cleanly as possible.
Bad ult for me, I think, but
Yeah, if we didn't get hit by this bind and we just moved through the wave, it'd be much more cleaner, I think. I mean, potentially, like, you should never really, like... where we had flash up. So, yeah, like, the only way you really get this ultimate off is if you flash behind them, right, I believe. Like, that's the only way you get the ultimate you're looking for off. So, what I would do is... I wouldn't get hit by this bind, I'd be moving through the wave, which means Morg would still have bind up, but we'd be on top of Ezreal. And we wouldn't have got taken a little bit that too much damage. And then I would have, instead of ulting here, I would have flashed behind them and ultied, right? And tried to push Ezreal and Morgana into my Ashe.
you generally want to use for the heal, though.
Oh yeah, in most cases, yeah. But I think the thing you were going for here wasn't the heal. I think it was the fact you wanted to get them to your side of the map, right? So.
We get a big HP lead, right? So, in a way.
Yeah, it's still good. It's not like the general is never bad to use for the heal. It's just you can make plays like that sometimes.
It's very situational, I guess.
Mm-hmm. We probably want to wait for the wave to go like closer to them before we try to trade with them again. Yeah, because these Ezreal Qs are doing way too much damage. We just want to sit in the wave and then W them whenever they walk up. I guess you can do it when his Q's on cooldown as well, but it's kind of risky. What could we do now as well? Instead of try to pressure them under tower.
Scuttle.
Scuttle crab, exactly. So we could ping the scuttle to our ADC. We could rotate up for it. It might be a free objective for us. Maybe she does it, maybe she doesn't, but it's like a free objective, so. And right now it's really hard to get plates because of the fact that Morgana always has Q, so you might potentially get snared under tower. Oh, that's awkward. Just gonna have a look at... We should have probably saved that Nado. Reason being is because of the fact that this wave is coming and we need to shove this in order to get a good base off, right? Because we don't see Yi right now, but in order to get a good base off without them freezing, or let's say they were good players and they did decide to freeze you, they could do it right now, right? So what we want to do right now is push this further wave that we can see from our own creep wave and clear that, and then our wave will go into their tower, right? But we kind of don't do that, so we probably should have saved the Nado for that, and we should have also pinged Dash to continue pushing. But I think he's probably, he's just going to push it out again. I mean, it's just, so. But if he was a smart player, he'd freeze this and make Ashe lose an entire wave or so, right? You always want to play to the game like as if everyone is like as good as they can be, right? Because that one time you go up against a Smurf or something like that, and they turn out actually to be good at the game, then you're kind of screwed if you don't abuse these things, right? Potentially we could have hit both of them with that Nado, but it's good. You can continue chasing, to be honest. Yeah. Ah, damn. Right. We push out this wave. We see Yi mid. There's no need to ward. You go for a reset. Okay. How much gold do we have on that reset? 500 gold. We didn't buy any potions at all on our last base.
Hmm.
I mean, in this lane, it'd be nice to buy a refillable potion, right? Because you're against Ezreal and Morgana, who are going to spam W and Q on you. So a refillable potion might be quite good here.
Service's ult wasn't cooldown, but I thought.
Yeah, like Janna roams are kind of troll, to be honest, in the sense that you can't really like CC the enemy much or help out your teammate in killing the enemy. So I usually in most cases I don't really roam as Janna. Like Janna's one of those champions that just isn't good at it, and you can, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's a bit.
Maybe only to like big fights
Yeah, it's
or
very
skirmishes, but not lane ganking.
yeah, it's very gimmicky. It never really works because the fact that Janna has like no hard CC apart from her Nado, but you can't really initiate with that. So
Yeah, it's like a 3 second wind up, right?
yeah, so it's not gonna work. They're gonna just see it sitting there, and then yeah. I mean, you can fire from Fog of War, but still, it's just like, it's not gonna. Okay, Ash is AFK. I'm not sure what's going on here. Like, is she like having ping lag or something?
No, I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay.
Kind of into that.
Yeah, no, you're like completely out of HP, so you can't really do anything. So it's fine to back here because you need to match your base with the Ash. Also,
So
with
buy a refillable if they have poke, right?
yeah, definitely. Also, on top of that, with Janna, you have your passive, right? And I think we should be using that on Ash so that she can get to lane faster and maybe get some more of these minions, right? That will end up pushing into the tower. So instead of roaming a lot as Janna, it's probably best to just stand by your ADC and give them the movement speed boost, because that movement speed boost is actually quite good over time, because it'll allow your ADC to get to lane earlier, and if they get to lane earlier, they get more minions that might have died to the tower if they weren't there, right? Yeah, this Ash is kind of inting, to be honest, because she just keeps on
She's
taking.
low again.
She keeps on taking everything to the face.
Do get like a gank off in a bit, I think.
Also, the other thing on top of refillables, by the way, is Dark Seal buffs refillables. So, you know how like it says like more,
Yeah.
you gain more HP from the, a percentage or more healing from the potions. It works on refillables as well. Yeah, nice. We get the scan goal for pushing it in. We should be able to get Tau for free here. You should always throw your E on someone. Like, once you get to the mid to late game, it's okay to spam shield because of the fact that you have so much mana in excess, right? So you should always throw your shield on someone whenever you're doing something, because of the fact that, the extra AD will always help with pushing and taking objectives, etc., right? So you should just be using it off cooldown now. From mid. We should push out. We'll look to push out this wave and then just play around Dragon. We probably won't be able to get Dragon though because J4's heading top side.
Yeah, I was just backing off because they were probably already all around it.
Yeah, you can't really contest unless
I'm
J4
Janna.
comes. And Irelia's like, Irelia's got TP, so now we can contest maybe if they go Dragon. Yeah, we should look to play around our Irelia here. She's the strongest person in our team. Okay, so we're gonna go top to stop the Garen. I guess, yeah, because they got Dragon. Yeah, you might as well, actually. This is fine. That was a good ult. Oh, that Ashe ultimate, though. Oh, my God, my eyes. Okay, well, we got it anyways.
We got it.
Always good to pop Ignite straight away on a Garen, though, because of his healing, right? I would have just popped Ignite on him straight away, just to deal with...
Pop it on Yi in a bit.
Yeah, that's good as well, yeah.
Doesn't do shit, though.
Yeah, nobody else is nearby to clean him up.
Though I feel like they could have been.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't have continued going as soon as Irelia died. I would have instantly run because he's got the reset, right? And we also got no one else to clean him up. They should be here, by all rights anyways. They should be just standing right next to you and helping you win this fight. Because if they were here, and because of the fact Ezreal isn't here, we'd probably win this. But because they're not, as soon as Irelia died, I would have just backed out. I wouldn't have continued, because there's no way you burst a level 12 Yi as a level 9 Janna. It's just not going to happen, right? It's just not going to happen. But yeah, we should have won that fight considering Ezreal was bot, but nobody committed to the fight properly.
Kind of a pussy game. I feel like. I feel like Janna is not really my playstyle.
Yeah, like but Janna's an enchanter support, right? There's catch supports and there's enchanter supports, but they're both good. They both have their benefits and their advantages and their disadvantages. But yeah, she's definitely a different play style. Like, you don't go for roams on mid like you did. You kind of just like play around your ADC and try to win the lane with your utility. And then when you get into team fights, you don't try to burst anyone. You kind of just play around a teammate and peel for them, right?
Yeah.
That's all you really do. You don't look for picks with Janna at all. Wait, we're backing? We got 400 gold. What are we backing for? We got full health and full mana. We bought one control ward. I don't know about that one, dude. I don't know about that one. Yeah, so you only really want to back for something, right? For health, for mana, or for an item, right? You never really want to back for... No, we didn't even back for only a control. We backed for nothing. Because we have to. No, we backed for one control ward. Yeah, okay. But, so, yeah, you either want to back for health, mana, or an item. But you still don't even want to back in some of those cases either, because of the fact that your team is on the map, right? And if they get caught and you're at base, you could be potentially there to save them, right? But we're a base, so we can't do that. And it looks like they're going to fight now, yeah. Yeah, like, imagine if we were, like, still here when this fight happened, we'd be able to help them on this, right? Or potentially we could flank the Garen at top with the Jarvan, but we can't do either because we decided to go base for nothing, you know? So it was kind of odd.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's the whole reason we lose that fight. If we were there earlier, like, we would have won that fight. So back time is definitely a thing to focus on. Damn, okay. Now then Yi just pops off. Let me just see if there's anything you could do. Probably not, though. I think you used the NATO a bit too early. Yeah, again, we're like trying to force and try and catch the Yi, but our champion's not built to do that at all, right? We should just play by someone and chill. Like, why are we going aggro so much?
I'm
like,
so not used to this. Like,
yeah, we're just like walking like melee range with the Yi and trying to fight him. Like, maybe you do it with Thresh and maybe you do it with Blitz to like lock them down and look for a pick, but you can't do that with Janna at all, right? It's just she's not a champion that's built for that, so.